it threw the live off. I guess it was frozen on my end. I don't know if it was frozen on the other end. But yeah, I just, quick life day update. I have I'm at a certain place when it comes to my mastery, you know. So it's like I don't necessarily feel myself needing to call on spirit all the time, you know, even when it comes to like the spiritual realm. Um my views on that are changing a little bit, and that's the beautiful thing about life. You live, you learn, and you evolve. Hopefully you evolve, especially if that is your goal, to grow and to evolve. And most definitely that's something that I'm all about, as far as evolving, as far as growing, as far as leveling up and just being a better person and just mastering myself. So, you know, um this isn't gonna, like I said, this isn't gonna be a reading, but I do want to kind of talk about, and I wanted to talk about it on my YouTube platform, just because fuck, this shit is about to piss me the fuck off. If I had on pearls now, I'd just be like grabbing my pearls. But anyway, um so just recently I came across um I was scrolling on Facebook and I came across like a post that was talking about, let me go to this post real quick. It was talking about like Earth being hit with a satellite. It was a 660-pound satellite that was scheduled to fall into Earth, plummet into Earth, right? And I believe that was the 18th or the 19th. I don't have the full dates just because I haven't did full research on it just yet. But I do want to share with you, right? I don't think there was any sort of prediction with this satellite and where it was going to fall. But I want to mention this, you guys, because this is crazy. I actually did research. Let's see. 600. Let me just read the story so we can all be caught up on this, because there's something to this. I swear to God. And I don't know if I'm the only one seeing this. I haven't like done any prior research. I haven't listened to what anyone else has to say about this, but let me tell you something, baby. Let me tell you something. Okay, listen to this. First and foremost, let's take it all the way back to 2020 when COVID, I don't know if I'm I'm not trying to get like I'm nobody right now. Like I am somebody, but like as far as my channel, like I don't want to like mess up my chances of it doing something. But when the pandemic hit in 2020, before President Trump announced a shutdown, on that very day, there was a bill passed for the Space Force program. What this Space Force program was for, it was to um, give funding for space military. What the fuck? Why are we needing funding for the space military first and foremost? What's going on in space that we need some sort of military force? See, it's so many distractions and so many false narratives going on right now in this world that has us so distracted on problems here, problems there, instead of really seeing what the problem is. We're trying to create, well, they're trying to create these little small wars on Earth so we can all destroy each other. Because at the end of the day, there's a bigger war that's going on out in the fucking cosmos. And they gonna fucking destroy us. Like, when you think, like, why don't we all just come together? And it's almost making me wonder now, like, I don't know if you guys are into, like, Bible prophecy per se, when they talk about, like, the new world order, where is this gonna be like one world system? What if that's what's fucking needed to fight whatever's going on in space? But what if, we are starseeds and, like, we are here on Earth as agents to fucking destroy this bitch? I don't know what's going on. I ain't gonna even act like I know what's going on, okay? Because I don't, but I do have an eye to see and an ear to hear. And we all have to have an eye to see and an ear to hear and a mind to think, right? So I'm so fucking excited about this. I don't know why. All right, so let's go here. Let's do this real quick, okay? Let us look up this 660 pounds. So I kind of backed had some sort of backstory to this with the whole space cadet, the whole space force that was peace. Hey girl. Hey. Grand Rising. All right, so 660-pound satellite hitting Earth. Let's listen to this story. Okay, let's listen to this story. And we're gonna pull this from the New York Post. Okay, we're gonna cite our sources here. This is coming from the New York Post. 600. Okay, this one says 600 pounds. I've seen 660, but whatever. Everybody ain't got their story straight, but okay, cool. Not a plane, bird, or frog. It's a 600-pound satellite hurtling towards Earth, and it's set to make its crash landing tomorrow. So this was posted April 18th, which was my daughter's birthday. So that was the day before yesterday. That was Tuesday. Today is Thursday, okay? Today is April the 20th. We just had a eclipse, new moon in Aries at 12:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So listen to this. All this is about to, like, come crashing down, and I'm like, no, I'm just playing. Okay, let me calm down. Okay. Okay, it says NASA reported on Monday that the retired Reuven Ramity high energy solar spectroscopic imager space, that's the name, spacecraft, otherwise known as RESI, will re-enter Earth's atmosphere on Wednesday after over 2 decades in orbit. While most of the satellite is expected to burn up during its descent, some parts have a chance of surviving the fiery return. The risk of harm coming to anyone on Earth is low, approximately 1 in 2,467, the agency said in this statement. First launched into its low Earth orbit in 2002, RESI has observed solar flares and coronal mass ejections that have aided scientists' investigation into the physics of the sun's energy bursts. So that's another thing. A lot of us, oh dang, today is 420. Blow one up. No, I'm just kidding. Today is 420. I forgot about that. Damn, it's a lot going on. Everybody, we need to tap into our Bob Marley energy. Okay, so let's see. Using its imaging spectrometer, RESI recorded 100,000 X-ray events, according to the agency, as well as the gamma ray images. They shot that bitch down. Or it could be some sort of attack, or it could be some sort of invasion. Okay, but just listen. It marked the first time gamma ray and high energy X-ray images of solar flares have been captured. Okay, yeah. Until its decommissioning in 2018 due to communication difficulties, the spacecraft also aided the discoveries relating to the sun's shape and terrestrial gamma ray flashes, which are bursts that occur over lightning storms on Earth. Okay, how did they go from 600 to 660? But whatever. At 660 pounds, RESI is a relatively lightweight satellite compared to the others that have launched into or returned from orbit. In January, NASA announced a 38-year-old, that's how old I am. Okay, a 38-year-old satellite weighing 5,600 pounds will be returning to Earth following the multiple instances of Chinese rocket debris that re-entered the atmosphere in 2002. Okay, now this sounds like a whole bunch of distractions right here. But all right, so they said that there was going to be a 660-pound um satellite re-entering Earth's orbit and hitting Earth, which would have been Wednesday, April 19th. So now that it has already hit Earth, let's find out where it landed. Listen to this. This is what's going to get you. This is what's going to motherfucking get your ass. Okay, April. Okay, 660-pound satellite hit where? All right, let's see where this mug hit. Oh, they still talking about some old stuff right here. It will fall Wednesday night, which was last night during the eclipse. Okay. Y'all know where it fell. Let me find that article about where exactly it fell. Where did? Okay, let's see. Let's reword this. Where did satellite crash? Hmm. So this is coming from Yahoo News. Cave. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Cave. Let's see. Let's get the pronunciation, because if we gonna do it, we gonna do it right. How to pronounce? I know. I'm just like I'm gonna just hold on, y'all. How to pronounce Kiev? Kiev. It's Kiev. Kiev. It's Kyiv. Kiev. Okay. So this is it crashed in the capital of Ukraine. Out of all the places in the world, it crashed in the Ukraine where Russia is attacking, right? So they say. But a few months ago, maybe 2 months ago, reported as a headline in the news. What news? Obviously, it wasn't popular news, okay? But it was reported that in Russia, it's a helicopter flying. Now I'm paranoid. I'm just playing. But it was reported that um there was a UFO identified in Russia. So the war is between the Ukraine and Russia, right? What is this, you know, extraterrestrial happenings? What is the chances of it being spotted in the Ukraine after a UFO was spotted, or this satellite crash being, crashed into the Ukraine after a UFO has been spotted in Russia and Russia is attacking the Ukraine? What are the chances of that? So let me go back. Kyiv, okay? Kyiv. Kyiv municipal authorities explain bright flash over Kyiv as NASA satellite crash. There's a video. Such was the case on Wednesday night, which was the night of the solar eclipse. I don't know where, obviously it wasn't visible here in the US, but I think the solar, or I'm not sure if it was a solar or lunar eclipse. The eclipse, it was obviously probably like a lunar eclipse because it happened at night. But the lunar eclipse, or the eclipse, let's just say the eclipse was in Asia, I think. Could be seen from Asia, parts of Asia. Don't know what part, and some other parts. Not here in the US though. So it says a bright flash in the sky over Kyiv on the evening of April 19th was not the city's air defenses knocking out enemy missiles, but rather the result of a NASA satellite crash landing on Earth, according to Kyiv City Military Administration Chief Serhiy Popko. Around 10 p.m. on April 19th, a bright glow of an air object was observed in the sky within the boundaries of Kyiv. The Kyiv City Military Administration wrote on Telegram. According to preliminary information, this was the result of a NASA satellite crash landing on Earth. Man, they be full of shit. They come up with this story of a satellite crash. Are you serious? Popko said the air defense systems were not activated, but an air alarm was declared to avoid any casualties from fallen debris. Presidential Chief of Staff Andriy Yermak initially reported about active air defense on his Telegram channel on Telegram. And let me tell you, Telegram, that's interesting because Telegram is like, I'm on Telegram, and I know I get a lot of information just based upon the groups that I'm in or the people that send me information. Telegram is really one of those message systems where you can get this type of information from. Okay, like information about like conspiracy theories about what's going on in the American government, and what's going on in the world, paying attention to the sky, like just information based upon things that it's not normally talked about in the media. Okay, so it says here, I mean, I'm sure somebody has to see this because I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one that's making this connection as well, as far as an aircraft being spotted in Russia and now here it is. This satellite crashes into the Ukraine, the capital of the of the Ukraine. Why the capital? Out of all places in the world. So let's go back to this date, the date of Russia spotting a UFO. Russia spots UFO. That was this year, a couple of months ago. Pentagon holds briefing on UFO reports. Fighting in eastern Ukraine. This is PBS, by the way. The U.S. has now collected 510 reports of unidentified flying objects, many which are flying in sensitive military airspaces. Where is this at? Because they mentioned the Ukraine. I don't want to give y'all the wrong information, but most definitely a UFO was spotted in Russia. Um, so this was around February. Also, they're saying here that it was sightings in November as well. Where is Motivite found, you guys? Isn't that found in Motivite? Motivite is a very transformative crystal. Motivite found is known to be of some sort of extraterrestrial origin when a meteor hit the earth and formed the Motivite crystal. Okay, it's found in Germany. So yeah, I mean, I wanted to share that. You know, I'm kind of veering off with this, but just what's really going on? You know, was this really a satellite? Especially the night of the new moon and the sign of Aries, by the way, which is ruled by Mars, and Mars is that war energy. You know, it's blood, it's passion, it's fire, it's masculine. What are we eclipsing out and eclipsing in? You know, like I've been so focused on just trying to be somewhat normal, but you know, what is normal? What is normal? And as I mentioned, I just happened to come across this article or this post today about the satellite, and I was just intrigued because I was like, a big ass satellite coming to Earth and possibly hitting somebody. Where is it gonna fall? Is there like a projected path for this mug? Like, do I need to stay in the house or like avoid staying in the house? Do I need to like do something else with myself? Is it gonna land in the water? What's going on? And so that's what made me look a little bit deeper and see when exactly was it supposed to hit the earth, if it was like an old post, you know, just doing my research, you know, just to get as much information about it as I can. Not necessarily because I'm scared. You know, I don't care about the sky falling. And that's so interesting because, like, recently I just heard about the story of Chicken Little. How Chicken Little was crying, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, and then nobody believed him, and then, you know, bam, it happened. So it's just very interesting. Just very interesting how this is playing out. And I'm going to stay on top of this just to hear more about it because it just happened. And I'm sure they're going to do further research. I'm sure that they're not going to speak on everything that was found. I really don't believe it was a satellite, just for the fact that it happened in the capital of Ukraine. And prior to this, like a couple of months prior to this, I think it was in February or January, UFO, there was a spotting, or there was, I actually, hold on, I actually screenshot this, uh, I screenshot this header on, and that'd be crazy if it's not in my phone no more. Cause I be having strange things happen like that. Cause I be on the stuff and like stuff be erasing from my phone. No lie. When I get too deep into like spirituality and be on to some things, it'd be like, you ain't seen nothing. But okay. I really don't speak on the things that I know or I have experienced. Most definitely seen a UFO here in Georgia. Most definitely. And how I seen it, I felt like I was gonna see something in the sky. I was walking to the gym and I was like, I'm gonna see something in the sky. I thought I was gonna see a shooting star. That's how like tapped in I was. And still am. But in that particular time, my son had crossed over, so I was like in a different level at that time. And I was like really tapped into my telepathy because I talked to my son. The day that he died, he telepathically told me what was going on. He wanted to see his daddy. And I told his daddy what he was saying, and obviously his daddy believed me because he knows how spiritual I am. But my son was telling me, what was going on with him. His heart was hurting and he wanted to see his daddy. He didn't tell me he was dying, but that night he died. So, like, at that time, telepathy wild, was heightened. My grandma, after my son died, I had this urge to call my grandma, and I ain't talked to her in years. And she was like, when I called her, I was like, if she answered the phone, then it was meant for me. Okay, if she don't answer, then I guess it wasn't meant for me to talk to her. But it was because it was late at night, and I was like, she might not answer. But I had that urge to call her right then and there, so I called her. And rang a couple of times. I was like, she's not gonna answer, and then she answered, and I was like, whoa. And then, like, when she realized who she was talking to, she was like, oh my God, I had just prayed about you the other night. She was like, yesterday night or the night before, and told God that I had to let you go because I couldn't be worried about you anymore. And I was like, wow, that's deep. Because I ain't talked to her in years. And she had finally surrendered and let me go. And here I come calling her. So my telepathy at that point it was on another level type of telepathy. Okay. So that night, it was like evening time, late afternoon. I decided to walk to the gym, which was like maybe a couple of miles away from where I was staying. And I said that I was going to see something in the sky. And I didn't know what it was. Like I said, I thought it was going to be a shooting star. But I'm talking on the phone with my mama. She's a witness to this. Even though, I wasn't on camera phone with her, I was like talking to her, and I was like, I saw it. It was like still daylight, cars driving and everything. I see a circle in the sky. I see this circle object with like circles underneath. And the lights went out, and then it zoomed and disappeared. And I'm like on the phone with my mama, like, oh my God, mama. Like, this is the tone I'm in. Mama, I just seen a UFO. And she's just still talking. Blah, 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 blah. I said, Mama, do you hear what do you hear me? I just seen a UFO. Like, I got loud with my mama. And she was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. Do you hear what I'm saying? I just seen a UFO. Hype. And I was like, just went in like, my, I knew that I was gonna see this UFO. I didn't know that it was gonna be a UFO, but something told me that I was gonna see something in the sky. And I just going and she's like, she's starting to feel my panic, like, cause she started panicking. I was like, Mama, what if they come and get me? I was like, Mama, what if they coming to get me? I'm walking here to the gym by myself, and it's about to be dark by the time I leave the gym. I was like, if they do come and get me, it's probably gonna be like only for a couple of minutes, but what may seem like a couple of minutes here may be a whole bunch of years elsewhere, Mama. Oh my God. And like, she was like worried. She was like, well, just call me when you leave the gym. I was like, okay, Mama. And so I left, and I didn't call her, but I started taking like side streets, and I just like felt like they was gonna pick me up on them side streets. And I was like, I'm out of here, man. They about to abduct my ass. I don't know how I got myself into this. I didn't ask for this. But what was so crazy was maybe a couple of months prior to that, I went to Florida, and I got a chance to lay on the beach at night by myself, and it was absolutely beautiful. And as I laid in the sand, it was pitch black on that beach. I was scared initially going out because I couldn't see beyond the water, and it was just like nothing there. And I was like, oh my God, this is scary as hell. I didn't get in the water, but I laid there at the shore, and the moon was out. And that night I saw 3 shooting stars. So that's what made me feel like at that particular time that I was going to see a shooting star, because at that particular time, after my son had crossed over, he let me know that he was okay. I happily just traveled to Pennsylvania and came across the street with his full name, General Nash. I was like, how fucking weird is that? So I just knew, like, at that particular time of my life, it was just, it was surreal. So, I saw the UFO. I ain't seen one ever since then. I don't know if they picked me up or not, because they probably flashed my ass. I don't know. But what I do know is I seen it with my very eyes. So they are real, Um, and I'm thankful that I was privy to see it, because I am the type that is more so like I have to see it to believe it, just like my spirituality. If it wasn't for spirit showing up the way that they did, like my spirit team, then I'll probably be like, still not really believing in it. But I believe in it. So, I don't know what's going on. It's something going on, because like I said, in 2020, 3 years later, just about 3 years later, they, if enforced a space force, and there's these UFO sightings popping up more so now than ever before. There's something obviously going on in Russia and Ukraine. You know why they using the cover up of a satellite crashing into Earth? Because people are naive and gullible and will believe anything. They're not making any connections. You know, what's going on? What's going on? So we gonna like pay attention to what's going on, even though it's happening all the way across the other side of the world. It ain't here in the US, But I'm still, still gonna pay attention to see what's going on and make further connections. Um, Now, as far as like the background of the wars and the real reason for the wars and stuff like that, I'm not really too much educated on that. Like I heard that it was like something with like some type of pandemic type of stuff, or some type of, I don't know. I ain't gonna even get to lying, but I am gonna start researching a little bit more about it because, like I said, I've been in my own little world. Anything that's happening outside of Nicole, I am not with it. I'm creating my own reality, but this may be the reality that I'm creating, some sort of uh star seed survival, activation, comeback, superhero type of story. So gonna keep you guys posted. It may be a minute before the readings come back out again if they do. I'm on a little bit of a different journey, as I mentioned before. Um, I want to live my best life before this bitch crash, before this bitch burn, you know. And I need to, not necessarily need, but I want to, activate my best version of myself so I can do what I came here to do. I kind of have an idea of what my mission is, and then it's not necessarily as a psychic medium, although I've been blessed with those gifts as a healer and a psychic medium. I feel like my purpose is a little bit different than that. Um, and it's more so to establish safety and security. I am a protector. So, okay, you guys, that would be all. Thank you for watching. I am heading to my appointments. I am going to see a doctor to help me out with losing these pounds because I have an insatiable appetite. And I just be like, sometimes it don't even be emotional, you guys. Like sometimes I just really be hungry. I be hungry like a mug and I just be like, dang. But, I've been drinking water, and even after drinking a lot of water, I still be hungry. Like I be hungry for real. I don't know. Like I feel like a growing little boy. you know, it's crazy. I have like a man appetite. So, I'm gonna get a little help with that. With, me trying to like get that together and, get my life together so I can, like, if I gotta run, I want to be able to have some light feet to run and a light body. If I gotta climb up some, do like the little monkey bars, I want to be able to hold my weight. I don't want to be so heavy that the moment that I grab that first bar, I'm falling, into the pit of fire or whatever. I want to be able to, like, for whatever reason, I just, in my mind, if I have to do like some sort of real life obstacle course, then I'm going to be prepared to do that. Okay. So, you know, having a lot of weight is the same equivalent as carrying emotional baggage. It's going to weigh you down and you're going to get left behind. So for me, I got to come up off this because when real life start happening, and I'm my car, for the most part, I'm prepared just in case, like, I'm in my car. I have my survival. I have my little, I have what do you call that? A first aid kit. I have a survival kit. I have a lot of water. I have a little bit of food. I got things. I'm prepared. I got blankets and stuff. Let me just show you this real quick. Because I think this is something that everyone should have on hand, whether it's in your home or in your car. Hold on. I'm going to show you this. outside. So I got my first aid kit. Got a little bag. Oh, just in case you gotta throw up. Band-aids, ointments, alcohol preps. These little things, compression thingies. Gloves, gauze, compresses, and stuff like that in this. Okay. This is the Walmart brand, but I also have this too. This right here is handy. I'm not gonna really unpack it like that because like it's packed nice and everything is in its proper place, and I don't want to disrupt that. But okay, got a little small first aid kit. Ponchos. I bought some extra ponchos too, you guys. Like I got a whole bunch of these emergency ponchos. Bought them from Walmart at 98 cents, just in case. I don't know what this is. This is like if something happened in the water, you could bust your way out, I guess. I don't know what this is. And then I got like a knife in this mug. Not in the kit, but in my car. I got this, whatever this is. Okay. You know, this is like a everything type of utility tool with the pliers and the Phillips and everything else. There's a lot of stuff in here. A little clip thing just in case you got to cling on to something. You got to climb a mountain or something. I don't know what this is for. Got some metal cables here just in case you got to take and cut somebody's head off. I don't know what that's for real. Oh, got a fishing net just in case you like, you know, you got to eat some fish or something. You got a fishing reel here or the string or whatever. You got whatever this is, a whistle, you know, just in case you on the ship and you like trying to call out for help. Let me see what this is. I think this is a whistle. Oh yeah, that's what she did in Titanic. I'm sorry. You know, you got a whistle here just in case, you know, you got to make some noise or something. You got a compass here, wristband. This is for something. Like, I don't know what this for, but I'm sure it's very handy. You got some string here, like I said. I don't know how strong this cable is, but it's for something. You know, it's a lot of stuff in here. It's more stuff. It's scissors. It's like the little glow sticks. Oh, I can get some of these from the dollar store. You know. Oh, here's another compass. Maybe I should take this stuff out the box. Maybe. Let me see what this compass is working with. Let me see what it's looking like. Got a compass. Where? And then it's like a little compass here on the little wristband. This is a pretty cool little kit, you guys. And I got mine off of Amazon. This is like a little spoon. A spork, really. A spork, some scissors. This is to break your glass. Let's see. If you like in the car, you know, you got to break some glass or something. That's what this is for, I'm assuming. I don't know what this is. A straw? I don't know. But yeah, my MacGyver kit, you guys. I suggest that, you know, just in any situation, not necessarily. I don't know what this is for. Flashlight? Do it work? It don't work. That's fucked up. Let's see. Oh, it don't work. Maybe I should get some flashlights or something. I'd be in a messed up situation. Good thing I'm going through this. I ain't go through it. I just put it in the car. I just put it in the car and was like, okay, I'm good. But yeah, you know, you want to get your little. So just in case, you know, you don't know. You don't know. I mean, it could be any situation. You know, not necessarily like a survival type of situation where, you know, aliens are like attacking or, you know, there's some sort of war, but whatever the situation may be, you know, you might be caught up in a flood or some type of winter storm. You want to just be prepared. So yes, I'm like semi prepared. I got a whole bunch of water in my trunk. I just keep that anyway because, you know, I be on the road and I be thirsty instead of like spending my money on like water and stuff. I just already have it. All right, you guys. So that is all. I'm about to head to my appointment, which is at 12 o'clock. And I guess I'll be live again eventually one day soon. Maybe, maybe not. But I just wanted to talk about it and hear y'all thoughts. What do y'all think about this satellite crash? If you've heard about it, and if you haven't, now you have. You can do your own little research on it and see how y'all feel about it, or if you even feel anything at all. But yeah, until next time, you guys, y'all keep yourselves safe, protect yourselves, make sure that you protecting yourselves and taking care of each other, because we all we got. Peace.